My name is Jason Bradshaw with the American Red Cross of Southwest Indiana, and I guess when I touched base with Charlie to see where this entire project was at, he told me that you guys had a meeting scheduled today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get rid of a prior commitment, so in asking Charlie, I just asked if I could make a quick video to tell you how excited we are about this whole project and program. You know, at the American Red Cross, our biggest post-disaster goals are providing food, shelter, and clothing to people in our community. We have thousands of people right here in Gibson County, and one of our biggest concerns is how we would house that many people in a close-knit area where we've built to still provide all the resources and other means necessary. So right now we have contracts with many smaller churches and other organizations and building owners to allow us to shelter larger amounts of our population. One of the biggest ways we would do that is through the school corporation. Obviously, the school corporation being a taxpayer-funded entity, we have a large agreement with them to use any or all of their facilities as needed to shelter in the community. But one of our biggest concerns is getting people back to school. The sooner students get back to school, it means parents are, I guess, in a little better position to be able to start to recover at home. So adding this project to the community will be a huge way for us to be able to shelter large numbers of our population to meet their needs. We've been able to bring in food and other systems of service delivery into the community, and at the same time we've been able to keep the schools open so that they would be able to effectively return the students to the classroom, which would cause for a quicker community recovery. You know, some other great things about this project are the generator system that we could bring in. You know, Charlie's worked with us and a couple other groups to make sure that the buildings are all accessible with the right equipment, that we could return electricity as well as heat back to the buildings very quickly. A couple members of the Fair Board have talked to me about that equipment and how great it would be. We also have other resources with the District 10 Task Force and other community services with emergency management that we could easily make this building serve needs. Obviously, being a newer building, it would be less likely to be damaged in the event of a larger disaster, and that in turn would also allow, again, for more of our resources to be closer to home. As you guys look at this project, I encourage you to look at it very well, to look at how well we think it will meet the needs of the community after a disaster and the great things it can do for us. And also, just as a lifelong resident of Princeton, look at all the potential positive points that it can make to our community. More access. I think it'll bring in larger events. It'll allow us to use our hotels and other venues that we have more effectively. I think that our community is really lacking something of this size. I think you guys know as well as I do that our fair is an amazing place, and to be able to improve its accessibility, both to people with disabilities and older members of our population, as well as just to improve just the whole visual appearance of the fair, I think is a great program. So I guess from a Red Cross standpoint, we definitely think this is a great idea, and also just from a community resident, I think this program is going to be wonderful. It's going to bring additional income to the local businesses at times, as well as just increase the options that our community has for services we can provide from people coming out of town. I think it'll bring different venues and great events to the community. I think overall it's a great project. I think there's a great group of people putting it on, and I really hope that we're able to make this the real deal for Gibson County. Thank you very much.